We're going to talk a little bit about what is expected of you today, right here, right now, and why. Okay, I see it all the time. People that sales reps that they see a customer come on the lot and they're almost hoping somebody else is going to step up in front of them and go out to that customer, and that is the best part of our job. The engagement of a customer, the opportunity to actually go out, that's the only portion of our job that generates profitability. And we're not even excited about doing that. We struggle to muster up the excitement or to not encourage somebody else to get out in front of us to go do the best part of our job. If you feel like that every day, go find a different business, because here's the thing. I love this industry. I've dived into this industry and I've learned everything that I possibly can, and I learn every single day. Oftentimes for people with half the knowledge or half the talent or half the ability or half the experience, because I want to learn, because I want to get better. So with that being said, if you think about what is actually expected of you today, right? When we go to these dealerships, we're guests, and there's a ton of money being paid to you as reps, to myself as a management member, to the company as a whole, to offer something that they cannot produce. We are the elite. Their mediocrity is our job security. However, if we present mediocrity, what do we have, right? So we count on their mediocrity for our job security. However, we don't always produce the superior product that their expectations have, or that they deserve. So with that being said, if we have start time, say 8:30, what does that mean? Does that mean that we show up to work at 8:25, 8:29, maybe 8:33, with our breakfast sandwich in hand and our Dunkin' Donuts coffee, and hey, where's the lunchroom so we can go eat? No. That means 8:30. It's showtime, baby. It is game on. The stage is set. Raise the curtain. Let's go. That means that your trades are stocked in and parked where they belong from the day before. That means that the lines are straight. That means the balloons are out. That means that all of the other props, all of our banners, that means the showroom's perfectly organized, the coffee's ready, the registrations are organized on the table, all of our forms are restocked. And whose responsibility is that? It's all of yours. Because here's the thing, you can't just designate the mundane routine work of every single day to a couple of people while you try to capitalize on the quality parts or the best parts or the only lucrative parts, and you're not even excited to do that in the first place. This is something that we participate in as a team, and we do it with the presentation that we are absolutely the best at it of anybody out there, and that every single time that we step foot in a dealership, we take ownership of it. We do it with courtesy, with integrity, with respect. We recognize that we're guests. We recognize that this is their home and this is their customers that we're engaging with, and we're going to treat them better than they would ever be treated if we weren't there. And we're going to offer a product, and we are going to perform, and we're going to hold ourselves to a standard that is far better than what they could ever hope to attain there at their own dealership. So start time's only part of that. What do you think about throughout the course of the day, if you grab the last trade appraisal? Whose responsibility is it? Take a second to slow down. I watch you guys looking for every excuse in the world to stay away from your customers, right? But when you grab the last trade appraisal, well, you don't have an extra 14 seconds to toss on the photocopier, hit 35, enter, and then grab it again. And just let them print out even, and then ask somebody else, hey, do you mind grabbing those and putting them back on the table? So that the next rep walking up, who maybe actually has a little bit of lost traction with his customer and really needs to be able to dive right in and stay engaged, and now he needs to take that extra minute of his time, or now 2 minutes because he needs to go bother me to find another trade appraisal that he can photocopy. Let's become cognizant and aware of the small details that affect every single one of us. All of us have been the victim of somebody else's careless 30 seconds that impacted us with 5 minutes and maybe a lot of money. So pay attention to the details. Recognize that you're on a team. This is a group of guys. We spend more time around each other than we do our own families in most cases, right? We need to appreciate and respect each and every one of our opportunities to come to work, to produce the best of our abilities, to get better every single day, to give the dealership what they're deserving of, and to provide for ourselves, our families, for whatever it is that we choose to spend our money on. This is an opportunity, because if you think about, you want to make the most money, right? You want to make as much money as you possibly can. You certainly want notably above national average for a wage, right? You want to make all the money in the world, but you don't necessarily want to put in any of the effort that would require, that making that kind of money would require. So when you think about it, you're sitting here and you say that I want to make 120, 150, 180, 200, 250 grand, whatever it is that you want to make this next year. Think about somebody else in the world right now making that kind of money, and what did they have to do? What were the trials and tribulations of their career? How much money did they spend on schooling? How many years did they invest studying? How much did they study every single day? How hard did they have to work to reach the peak? Because let's face it, once you break 120 grand, you're in the top 3% in the nation. So if you want to receive the rewards of being in the top 3% in the nation, make a commitment to yourself to producing what the top 3% need to produce, or should have to produce. Just because we're awarded some luxuries and some benefits of making, quite frankly, more money than a lot of us deserve, does not mean we should capitalize on that. That means that we should continue to grow and progress from there. Okay, that's called integrity. So, and then I guess the biggest thing to me is keep in mind what a team is. Keep in mind that the people around you are not objects for you to take your next step to get more money, or for the next opportunity. The people around you are your companions. They're the people that you are choosing to engage with every single day, more time than you're going to spend with your own family. They should be your friends. You should care about them. If one of them's down, you should pick them up. You should be able to manage yourselves. If you watch one of the guys walk over and say, "Oh, folks, hey, you got one of those flyers too?" The next time you bump into them and nobody's around, you say, "Buddy, what happened to congratulations?" Manage each other. Hold each other accountable to the standard that is already being set for us. If you want to be the best, if you want to make the best, you want to produce the most so that you can enjoy the most income that you possibly can, then you have to commit and invest just as much as you want to get in return. So take that mental note, and every single day manage yourself, and the days that you slip, count on the guys around you, your friends, to help manage you, or to help remind you. And let's all stay oriented on the same track, pushing the same direction, because we are the best. We just need to show it.